maglakad ka man, mahirapan ka.
Ay, oo. Mahirap talaga. Ang mga Ginoong Maria, napupuno ka ng grasya. Oh my
Oo nga, mahirap
goodness.
bumaba dito yung bus.
Now, as you may have seen in the video, the way he creates his works is very unique. So instead of melting the glass like those of glass blowing, casting, or molding, he directly carves on glass. He uses power tools to cut, grind, smooth, and polish his sculptural works. What he does is a distinctly Filipino way of creating sculptures out of glass kasi he learned the technique through self-learning inside an industrial glass factory here in our country. The raw material like this one here is also unique. This is actually called a glass collet. The glass collets are basically the residue or the leftover materials from the making of various glass items like bottles, dishes, decorations. The green one here is a byproduct of glass panels. And for the record, glass panels are used for glass doors, windows, glass cabinets, windshields, countertops. In essence po, Mr. Orlina upcycles waste glass to be turned into wonderful works of art. We will be exploring the museum po. It has 4 indoor galleries. We have a viewing deck and a sculpture garden. So I'll be accompanying you throughout the museum po. Now, in this level, oh, by the way, each of the galleries po is named after his children. This is the second floor of the museum. This is called Ning Ning, and it's named after his second daughter. The pieces here are arranged in chronological order. So behind me are some of his works from the 1970s, the time he started po. It goes all the way up to the year 2000. So it's like a visual timeline of these journeys and like this. Now, just one quick question na po. Back in 1965 from the University of Santo Tomas, and he practiced his profession po up to the early 70s. Now, during those times, he slowly lost some of his projects, especially nung ma-declare yung martial law. Now, that's where he started to venture into visual arts naman. Now, before he created sculptures, he painted first. Those paintings by the wall, those 2 paintings there were both done by Ramon back in 1974. And as you can see, even in painting, he painted on clear glass panels, which is very, very unique. And the manner that he applied the paint is also quite challenging because you won't be touching the pigment at the surface. He painted from behind the glass. So he essentially painted backwards. Now both works were featured in his very first one-man show back in 1975. It was entitled A Touch of Glass. It was in that exhibition that he met the owners of the Republic Glass Corporation. It was the largest, yes, sa pinagbuhatan. It was the largest manufacturers of glass panels in the Philippines. I think they bought several of his works and they took notice of his artistry in glass. So they invited him to talk about glass art in their factory. So it was in that Facebook visit that he saw in the company's compound, piles upon piles of visible glass like those. Now he asked the staff what they do to those waste glass. They just throw it away. And then everyone, I did mention that he mostly uses industrial waste glass, right? Actually, there's 3 exceptions to that, and these are some sample. So the blue one over here po is made for as well because they are mostly used in jewelry. So these are high-grade man-made crystals po, which he got in collaboration with Swarovski Austria, and it was part of a large number of crystal blocks that were set here and carved by Sir Ramon. And this is the only one on public display. Most are in private or store. So makabilang bahay ka. Glasses po. These are called optical glasses, and these are the same glasses used in optical instruments, scientific equipment, and other industrial tools. Now, this one here is very special kasi this is only one of 2 ever made by Sir Ramon. Actually, the reason was the glass itself is very expensive. It was the client that bought the glass. And then, binili niya to sa client po so that he can be displayed in the museum. So he bought back his work. Yes. He bought back his work. That's how important this is. That I cannot give up. But you know, just to give you an idea, there was a small piece about this big that's being offered for sale last February. We had this special exhibit in Alfonso. It was offered for 1 picture. Yes, the ones here are much more valuable because there's no provenance. It's a really nice piece because it has an optical illusion. She follows you wherever you go. Whether you go from this side or on this side. It's not just the eyes. The whole face turns wherever you go. A perfect example of how Mr. Orlina uses the transparency and reflective properties of the glass. You are looking at the back of the sculpture, but this is the carved side over here. Now, the illusion happens because of the thickness of the glass block and the concave feature of the face from behind reflects the image at different angles. So wherever you look, she seems to be looking back at you.
Commissioner si Doktora. Mukha daw niya, tapos the minister behind her.
Try it
Oh, by
in
the way,
different angles.
can you also notice, everyone, that if you want to help you,
This one na.
this is one of the very It's Maynila naman po. Yes. Now, Maynila is, it's a type of bakawan, a mangrove tree. That's very abundant sa Maynila noong araw. Kaya Maynila. This is the Polina Pruebas.
Oh, I know I have a bigger one like this. From Batanes. Kaya lang hirap dahil sabi ko, kung dadalhin ko yun, kasi favorite ko yun. Kaya lang, ako mag-occupy na nung inuupuan ko. Ang laki kasi.
Ay, cute! Ang dali gawin.
Gawin mo.
Gawin natin.
Kasi we have sculpture by
Puro rubber and shine.
Doc Jun, mas gusto ko to.
Ayan, ganyan po.
Oo. Ganyan na.
Okay, so everyone, there's some information about this gallery. So the gallery here and the one below it is the museum's changing exhibits venue. Now we feature the works of other artists in these areas, and we normally switch the exhibits for every 2 to 3 months to promote more artists. So it's been Mr. Orlina's advocacy to promote art and the artists. So by providing them a free space, this is a free space po, especially to new and emerging artists, is his way of giving back to the art community. And also, it's also a really nice space then kasi whenever you go back here, there's guarantee that there's something new in store for visitors. Now we have 3 ongoing exhibitions here. The one over here po is our Mother's Day exhibit sa Piling ni Nanay. On the other side, we have Guhit Upit Limbag, which is a showcase of printmaking naman po.
That's why
Yes,
I use a rose black. Cut fruit. I use a feeling blue. Ito French rose.
Ibang style naman. Same material. Acrylic.
Ay, siya!
parang sa Japan.
Nakaka-inspire.
Yes, actually you get the wine from here now. You just place your wine glass to get a glass of wine. So actually this is well known from Asunta de Rossi at saka sa husband ni si Juice Ledesma. Yes, they created, they asked Mr. Orlina to create this for their wedding. So sa wedding niya. Very opulent. Very opulent yung wedding na yun.
Asan? Ayan, mangga.